Money, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Who controls our money? Banks it is, ladies and gentlemen. Learn how to do it like the banks. So, what is a bank and where does it come from, ladies? Gentlemen, banks are found on both sides of the river. And river banks are there to control the river from flooding the lands. So check this out. We got a bank here. Bam. We got a bank here. And guess what we got in the middle and then controlled by our banking systems? Currency, ladies. The flow of money, cash flow, ladies and gentlemen. Now, most people believe that the bank is creating wealth. They are not in the wealth creation business. Banks are in the debt creation business. Banks have no value and are creating no value whatsoever. A credit card is debt. A mortgage is debt. Interest rates is debt. A bond is debt. Okay. So how do they make so much money? They don't focus on making money. Instead, they focus on putting you in debt so they can create wealth for themselves. Now, debt, the word debt, okay, just means debt, baby. It just means you in debt. This is where we get the term drowning in debt because you are in a sea of currency, ladies and gentlemen. And then when you're in the surplus, ladies, gentlemen, it just means that you up here on the surface. You got a little extra money. You know what I mean? Now, most people try to stay on the surface, try to stay in the surplus. Trying to stay in the surplus is equivalent to trying to swim in a sea. Okay, you're in the middle of the sea and you're trying to stay afloat. You're not going to have enough energy or breath to last. You are going to inevitably drown at some point. This is the uncomfortable feeling of constantly either having money or being in debt. So how do we overcome this situation, ladies and gentlemen? We learn how to breathe underwater. Learning how to breathe underwater is equivalent to learning how to live in debt. And who lives in the depth of the sea, ladies and gentlemen? The shark. You saw Shark Tank, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know who they call sharks. The rich and the wealthy. Why do they call them sharks, ladies and gentlemen? It's because they are in debt. They live off of debt. There are millions and billions of dollars in debt that they've taken on, and they're creating wealth as a result of taking on debt and then passing that debt on to people like you and me. So, what you want to learn how to do is manage debt, ladies and gentlemen. Once you learn how to manage debt, you can take on more debt. The greater debt you can take on, the greater wealth you can create. See, if you can take $1 million, $10 million, and go and buy some property and then rent it out to a whole bunch of people, you pass the debt on to those people, create a surplus, ladies and gentlemen, and you can produce more and more debt, thereby creating more and more wealth. You see? So, ladies and gentlemen, the idea is not to try to focus on staying on the surface, but to try to focus on managing debt. That's how you become wealthy. It's the opposite of what you've been doing up until now. It's the opposite of what you think things are like and how you think they operate. As I said before, banks do not try to focus on making money. The bank is an empty vessel that's filled up by you. They manage your money, create debt, and as a result, they produce wealth for themselves. So what you want to do is get on the opposite side of the spectrum and learn how to become a debt agent, ladies and gentlemen. People can't get ahead because they're so afraid of debt. They're so afraid to take on debt because they don't trust themselves to do the job to make that debt work for them, to create leverage. Okay, we're not talking about bad debt. We're talking about debt that you use to leverage your money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this video out with that. If you like this, please share and subscribe to my YouTube channel for my new videos that's coming out, man. Let's talk about that money.
It's Louis, it's Prada, you want that Gucci